Hey, Genderqueer chat. It's Thursdays with Jan, and before I get into the topic, you might notice that there's a barking, which I'm not sure will be heard through the video or not, but it's because my dog has a squirrel friend. It's really more of an arch nemesis, and this happens every summer. The squirrel comes out and my dog just goes nuts, and so it's like impossible to bring her inside the house, and I'm pretty much powerless within the situation. So pardon the barking and my distraction, my potential distraction. Anyway, so this week's topic is how prevalent are asexual or stone identities in the genderqueer people groups you have seen, and how has being genderqueer affected your own sexuality? So, just to clarify, as people who have made previous videos, or the videos before me have done, stone just refers to not being into, or not being too comfortable on the receiving end, or not wanting certain body parts touched, or your body parts touched in a within a sexual context. So within the genderqueer community, I tend to run into a lot of people who are polyamorous, or who have a wide range of different boundaries. I don't encounter so many people who are asexual or stone, and I feel like I've encountered a lot more people who are asexual within online communities. And so let's see. Sorry, my head is such a mess right now. I can't remember anything. So I have slept with one person who was stone, which is fine for a one-night stand. I'm not asexual, nor do I identify as stone, but I'm kind of more into the give and take, kind of like a more give and take, playful, back and forth dynamic. But I will say that I definitely have my on and off periods, and I have periods where I'm more into certain things than others, and I'm definitely more self-conscious on the receiving end. Like, that's when I'm really aware of my body, and my mind tends to wander, and yeah, it almost takes a really long time of sleeping with someone for me to feel comfortable enough on the receiving end to actually get off. And sometimes it just has to do with the person and our dynamic, whatever. What else? Oh, so yeah, balanced. I'm into a balanced dynamic, and I know that some people really like to have their boundaries pushed, and that could, like, maybe that's something I do within conversation, or like when an exchange of ideas is happening. It's not something that I tend to do within the bedroom, or just when it comes to liking people. Like, I kind of, yeah, I don't like to be too pushy, and I don't like it when people are really pushy with me. Like, I tend to associate that with being manipulative, and maybe I just need to think about this in a different way. Um, but yeah, I don't really like to persuade people, and I don't really like being persuaded because it comes off as manipulative to me, and um, it's not something that I'm too into. Like, I'm pretty passive for the most part. Like, um, I'm trying to think of examples of this. I'm trying to think of examples in my head, and I'm also like highly distracted by my dog, who's like driving me. Oh, this dog is driving me nuts right now. So example. Yeah, I once had a friend who I was kind of into, not seriously, but in more of like a maybe we should have a fling kind of way. And I invited this person to hang out several times, and um, was, I wouldn't say rejected, but they were just kind of not into it, and it was like, okay, that's fine, like, I guess they're just not into me. And I later found out that they actually were, and they expected that I would try to persuade them and, like, convince them, and they thought that they were being really cute, by pushing me away, and I didn't find that cute at all. Like, I was just kind of like, okay, uh, that's fine. But I'm not gonna try any harder, and I'm the same way. When I'm having sex with someone. Like, I really like it for when people feel relaxed and comfortable around me. So, yes, give and take. Genderqueer sexuality. How has being genderqueer affected my sexuality? I should say that the people I sleep with are, or would consider sleeping with, are very different than the people I would consider being in a relationship with. Like, I'm far more open about the different types of people I would have sex with, than I am about the people I would date, or who I develop deeper feelings for, and those tend to be people whose experiences parallel my own. And so, as I was discovering that I was genderqueer, as I moved through like the lesbian world, the people that I was really into changed along with my own identity. Yeah. And also, like, figuring out and having terms to describe that I was genderqueer provided access to this community of other genderqueer people who, so I guess this, like, pool of people that I would potentially be attracted to and would be really interested in being in a relationship with, opened up to me. So, I think that's pretty much it. I hope that everyone is doing well, and this has been one of the worst, it's been like one of the worst weeks of my life. I like shouldn't be allowed to talk to anyone because I have absolutely nothing positive to say. Like, I generally have a pretty, like, resilient and lighthearted personality, and it takes a lot to get me down, but I feel like this week my soul has been crushed. Like, seriously. Oh man. So I think that when I finally have time to make an update on my personal channel, a lot of it will probably be venting, like hardcore venting. Okay, but things cannot get worse, which means that they will just get better. and I will see everyone next week, and I look forward to watching the addition videos, which I haven't had time to watch yet, but thank you to everyone who has submitted one. Wow.